Okay guys, welcome to the first shots with the Beeman 1022. Of course, obviously we have the 22 barrel on it. Bloody impressed. It didn't take that many patches to clean it this time. Oh, wow. Well, this is a different gun, right? So anyway, we'll get to telling you all the numbers on another video, but I thought we'd do a sight-in video. I've already bore sighted the scope for 10 yards, but I'm at 15 yards. And so we're gonna see exactly how this goes. Now I'm gonna start with Predator poly mags because, well, I wanna do small game with this thing, but also target practice. And Predators have worked for me in a number of guns. However, let's see how it does in this thing. Holy cow. Well, that didn't even come close. Huh, what a massively heavy trigger. A kid couldn't even pull that. I don't even know what side that would have even hit on. That is wicked heavy, jeez. Let me aim a little to the right. Well, I never hit the target at all. Wow, that is like insane. I'm not even sure we're gonna even, well, you know what? I've got a box, instant for you. All right, so I got a big wide box down range there. You might be able to see it. Anyways, I've shot the crap out of that thing with BB guns, but hey, it still works. But if we can hit the box, then we know how far off we are. If we still hit the backstop, well, this thing's got to be shooting way, way off. As far as left and right goes. So I'm going to aim for the middle of the box because there's two targets on there. Okay, we definitely hit the box. So we're not that far off. But the question is, where did we hit on the box? Holy cow. See if I can see it hit this time. Well, I gotta try something else. Right back. All right. That's what I got going on. That's what we're shooting at. So I was able to put my target back up. One we want to hit, but we need to see where things are really going, hopefully, so we can adjust for left and right. I can't even see if the pellet's hitting left or right. So I'm gonna take a guess, maybe left. So 1, 2. So that turned it left. it should move it right. So if I went too far, it should hit the backboard. Come back the other way. Aha. Okay. One. The only thing gonna go ting on that thing is the metal on the target. So. Okay, now we're actually hitting in. I'm gonna put some stickers up because that target's been shot before and we need to track our shots. Instant for you. All right, we put a bunch of stickers on it, so this is this is gonna be shoot it, hit it, check where it's hitting, because I can't see that far from here. If you're wondering about the parallax on this scope, I'm at 15 yards and there is no parallax issue. Oh yeah, safety. Wow. Let's see where it hit. So it's hitting a bit low and to the right. So I'm gonna guess that maybe I'm gonna do one full revolution with going to the left dial. So I can always put it back if I'm wrong. And I just want to see where it hits, and then we'll worry about height. Because if it moves to the right, then we go the opposite way. Some scopes are actually left, left, right, right. See where it hit. Well, it moved left and it moved up. I got a feeling we got a really shit scope, but it's functional. Also, this thing really jerks when you pull the trigger, so it's got a heavy trigger. I don't even think we can adjust that at all. It's too bad. Let's see if we can keep this thing rock solid steady now. You know the deal, check it again. Okay, that one went low left, like really low left. So, let's try RWS Super H points. And I'm gonna go back to where we were. Last time we had an elevation thing. So left actually moves left. So up should move it down, but because when you go up on the, laser to go centering this, it moves it up until you go up or down. You know, let's just take a shot the way it is, see what happens. Too damn bad it's such a freaking heavy trigger. So heavy. Okay, so we're just a hair difference from our one shot where it was just right, and we wanted to move it left. It's just a bit difference. It's about a ½ inch difference, but it's got its height back again. I think we have a pretty erratic gun that's definitely going to take a hell of a lot of ammo to settle it in, but I also don't think we have a really great scope as far as, you know, holding its positions very well. But a lot of pellets will tell the story, right? See where that one hit. So it's up and right. Anyway, I don't want to waste too much more of your guys' time today because it's getting up there. I'll fire off one more shot and see what happens, but yeah, this is it's going to be a really hard gun for you to group. That's the thing. Well, because that heavy trigger, oh, I've never had any air gun with a trigger that bloody heavy. Okay, let me go check that, and then we'll finish up this video. figure I'd give you a close-up of this last shot. So the one previous to this, it went here, then we had one there, then we went up there, here. So the last shot was there. I didn't change anything on that shot. So I'm not gonna say it likes or hates anything yet. It is brand spanking new gun. It is gonna take a bit for things to settle, but at the same time, these are really friggin' expensive pellets. Way more than what they used to be. So even these have gone up. Well, all ammo's gone up. I'm not sure if it's the greatest scope in the world, but at least with this gun they've replaced me with, I got the rings with it that belong to the gun. This was already tight. The automatic safety is kind of neat. The trigger is plastic, but it's got one hell of a pull. It felt like it's gonna snap, you know, like it is so hard. That's got to be like a 20-pound pull, because it certainly isn't 5 or 8, because 5 is pretty light. But this is super hard. Like a kid is not going to be able to pull the trigger on this, I guarantee you, and you'll even piss off a young teenager. That is really super heavy. But the scope is also, well, it is what it is for a 4x32. However, at least at 15 yards, we don't have parallax to deal with, which is freaking one good thing about it, which is nice. But I want to chrony it, so I'm going to go grab my chronograph. I'm going to do a different video just chronographing this thing and see what kind of speeds we're getting with 22. They claim up to 495 with alloy pellets, which are very light pellets, with the 177 barrel. So I'm kind of curious as to what we're going to get out of the 22 caliber barrel. And the lightest pellet I have is an 11.9 grain hobby, and we'll see how they do first, and then we'll shoot some 16 grain poly mags. We got 14 and a half. Actually, let's do it as numbers. 11.9 for 14.5, and we'll do these. I'm not even going to bother with the Crossman Destroyers or the Hades pellets. So, but anyway, just as an FYI so far, there will be a review coming, obviously, but I'm telling you right now, you're gonna notice this has a very, very heavy trigger on it. You have no idea when it's gonna go off until it does. That's kind of creepy, and not in a good way. Well, I'm kind of stuck with the gun because it does function. And I can't bitch about the speed to Canadian Tire because, well, it's always an up to rating, so you got to suck it up, guys. And the scope does work, although it would probably be more stable on a pump-up gun. It may stabilize out yet because, well, we still got to pop a few rounds through a brand new gun to get it to stabilize. So we're going to see over, you know, probably a few hundred rounds before we're going to actually notice stability, but at least we're actually hitting the target at 15 yards. We've got that part licked, and we still have a crap load of elevation and up and down, as well as a crap load of windage left and right. So that is definitely an improvement from the other gun. We did have a lot less dirt to clean out of the barrel this time. That was fantastic. So now I guess the next thing I do is go in the house and tell my wife to order the kit on Amazon that actually has all the proper pieces. It's a kit my buddy George sent me the link to, and then when we get that, we can test out the 177 barrel, because there won't be a review until I've done all the videos on this thing, okay? And then we'll just have a powwow together and talk about this thing, and who knows, maybe we'll loosen up the trigger a little bit with use, but I'm not counting on it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.